watching NFL Sunday Ticket. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. With Verizon, you have football in the palm of your hand. Watch live local and primetime games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. It's included only on Verizon. I'm James Brown along with Tony, Coach, Bart, and Boomer. Let's get you caught up on the highlights.
Cleveland at San Diego. Josh McCown gets the start. He's going to find running back Duke Johnson for the 34-yard touchdown pass. Josh McCown, 19 for 26 on the day. We're all knotted up at 13.
All right, Vikings out of the Broncos. You're going to see Payman take the snap from the pistol formation, gives it up to Ronnie Hillman. He goes up the sideline. 72 yards later, he's in pay dirt. Look how fast he's going.
That's the
Denver
pistol.
up. Yeah, it's the pistol formation right there, Coach.
All right, the Packers at the 49ers. Watch Aaron Rodgers. He's just going to sit in the pocket, a little pirouette, get out of the pocket, and then find Richard Rodgers at the back of the end zone. They lead the 49ers 7-3, 13 of 20, 129 yards, and that TD pass from Aaron Rodgers in the first half.
It's like 20 Mississippis.
Big NFC West divisional matchup right here after an Arizona turnover. Nick Foles will find Tavon Austin this 12-yard touchdown pass, and Arizona has 3 field goals as St. Louis leads 10-9.
All right, over in London this morning, Chris Ivory ran for 166 yards. The New York Jets go to 3-1. Miami falls to 1-3. The Jets win 27-14 and exasperated Joe Philbin after the game.
Still can't panic. I mean, it all seems like the walls are closing in on you. I mean, everybody, we all realize that.
I believe in Coach Philbin and how this team, this coaching staff prepares us. You know, that's out of my hands and can't think about that.
All right, the Giants at the Buffalo Bills. Eli Manning throws 3 TD passes. Both the Bills and the Giants now are both 2-2. Giants win 24-10. Watch Rashad Jennings right here. Watch this stiff arm. Bam! Right there, he goes into the end zone. Giants, like I said, win 24-10.
Won't be pretty in the film room.
No, it's going to be tough.
How about Kirk Cousins?
Depends on what film room
orchestrating a 90-yard, 15-play drive, culminating right here in this 4-yard touchdown pass to Pierre Garçon as they win 23-20. And here's Andy Dalton. Watch him throw this ball down the field. Watch this catch by Brandon Tate. It's going to go for 55 yards. The Cincinnati defense, 5 sacks. Cincinnati Bengals 4-0 for the first time since 2005, and a very jubilant Cincinnati locker room.
Here we go. Who they? Who they? Who they think gonna beat the Bengals? Who they? Who they? Who they think gonna beat the Bengals? No!
That's the Who Dey cheer there, boys. You're going to hear a lot of it, so get used to it. Robbie Gold's going to kick the game winner right here. John Fox gets his first win as the Chicago Bears head coach. Oakland falls to 2-2 as the Bears win 22-20.
In Jacksonville and Indy, after Jason Myers makes field goal, Adam Vinatieri says, young man, this is how you do it. Clutch. Yeah, boom, I know it was 29 yards. Indy wins 16-13.
Oh, so Panthers at the box right here. You can see Cam Newton. He's going to find Ted Ginn here on the crossing route. He's going to take it the rest of the way. 12 yards, second touchdown on the day. How about this, boys? Panthers are 4-0 in the NFC South. Here we go. Texans out at the Falcons. This guy had himself today. It's Devontae Freeman. He scored 3 touchdowns on the day. Afterwards, a very frustrated Bill O'Brien.
I got to figure it out, John. I got to figure it out.
I take it that you were just surprised by what you guys.
I have to do a better job, Jerome. I have to do a better job of being a head coach of this team. That's what I'm going to try to do.
With all the negatives, Bill, was there any positive?
No. Never is in a loss, ever. Guys good? Got to do a better job coaching. I have to do a much better job of being a head coach of this team. Thanks.
And we will see Coach O'Brien in Houston, where Week 5 in the league begins with Thursday Night Football right here on CBS and NFL Network, featuring an AFC South matchup between the Colts and the Texans.
And you know what? Coach O'Brien is all in. It's going to be electricity and a lot of hard hitting Thursday night down in Houston. No
electricity.
Doubt.
Nice way to describe that.
He's going to do a better job?
He's
going
to
suit up.
Better do a better job.
He may suit up.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Watch live local games on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
My daughter calls me her gladiator. When I was first diagnosed, My daughter was away at school. I was concerned to tell her while she was so far away. I wanted to wait till she came home and saw me with her own eyes and knew that I was going to be okay. She was my backbone. Early detection saves lives. Get screened today. Join in the fight against breast cancer at NFL.com/pink and learn more about a crucial catch day.
It was a blustery fall afternoon. Connor Bradshaw was in an endless rut.
You catch those games yesterday?
Had to work.
Watch it on NFL Game Pass.
That's when Connor found football.
Oh, yeah!
Lots and lots of football. With the new NFL Game Pass, Connor can connect to the football universe with all 256 regular season games on demand the next day. Welcome to the family, Connor. Welcome to the family.
Get the Verizon Halftime Report, live online every Sunday, only from Verizon. Visit cbssports.com/Verizon.
CBS Tonight, the best show on TV, is back.
For the first time in my life, I don't have to answer to anyone.
Peter Florek is making a play for vice president.
Are you suggesting you wouldn't be involved in your husband's campaign? Yes.
He just made your worst enemy. The Good Wife. Season premiere CBS Tonight.
With Verizon, you have football in the palm of your hand. Watch live, local, and primetime games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. It's included only on Verizon.
It's halftime with the score Cleveland 13, San Diego 13. We'll return to San Diego after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
FanDuel has definitely changed my Sundays. It's made it a lot more interesting.
FanDuel's one-week fantasy football leagues are paying $75 million a week with immediate cash payouts and no commitment.
I've deposited a total of $35 on FanDuel and won over $2 million.
Just choose a league, pick your team, and get your cash winnings after Monday night.
It's like the best adrenaline rush ever.
Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code HOMETEAM1.
On society really came about not because I was selfish and wanted one for myself, which I did. It's because I had a passion my whole life. I wanted to teach myself to build computers. I wanted to build these things for free. I just wanted to do it for the world. And you know, when you want something, that's what you do the best.
The President's Cup, Game 1, Wednesday live on Golf Channel.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket. It's a full collection of expert quarterback analysis every week on NFL Monday QB. Tomorrow at 6 on CBS Sports Network.
Take a look at these barbecue trophies. Best cracked pepper sauce. Most ribs eaten while calf roping.
Yep. Greatness deserves recognition. You got any trophies, cowboy?
Yeah, well, there's this one.
Best insurance mobile app.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
Well, Alvin, does that thing just follow you around?
Like a little puppy.
The award-winning Geico app. Download it today.
back in Southern California. Start of the third quarter, Cleveland and San Diego tied at 13. Time now to take a look at the DirecTV Ultimate Picture Cam Phillip Rivers hooking up with Keenan Allen for this first half touchdown. And we are tied at 13 to start the third quarter. Back in the booth with Steve Berline and Steve Tasker. I'm Andrew Catalon. Pretty evenly matched first half. We're all tied up. Steve Berline, from a Cleveland perspective, what do you change in the second half?
I don't think you change a whole heck of a lot. I think you continue doing what you're doing with a focus on trying to get that running game going. You want to limit the number of possessions you give Phillip Rivers, because when he has the football and he's got him kind of figured out now, he's very dangerous.
Steve Tasker, San Diego, 3 sacks. They only had 1 in the first 3 games of the season. Can they apply more pressure to McCown here in the second half?
I think they've got to do that. I think McCown is going to be the key for the offense of the Cleveland Browns. They've been able to stay very balanced for Cleveland. If they can continue to do that, San Diego's going to have a hard time getting the ball into Phillip Rivers' hands.
It will be San Diego football to start the second half. Both teams coming in at 1-2. And as we mentioned earlier, since 1990, teams starting 1-3 only make the playoffs 14% of the time. Coons had 2 field goals in the first half. Interesting balance for the Browns offensively in that first half. 8 running plays, 29 pass plays. It's very similar to last week, and the Browns coaching staff said that's not the formula they want. We'll see what they do here in the second half as Oliver takes a knee. We go down to Scott Kaplan.
Andrew, I spoke to Mike Pettin coming out at halftime, and he talked about getting Phillip Rivers off his spot. He said, hey, if we can't get to him, we've at least got to affect him, no doubt. And he said, look, we've got to make better tackles. And as far as penalties, he said, secondary, we're aggressive. We're going to stay aggressive. We're not going to change the way we play.
Well, 7 penalties for 50 yards in that first half for Mike Pettin and the Browns.
Several of them kept drives going as well for the San Diego Chargers when the Browns had made stops. So those are the ones that really come back to haunt you a lot of times.
Just the 1 turnover in the first half. It was the Josh McCown fumble. 1st and 10 for San Diego. Rivers fires, and that pass is caught by Allen. Allen down the sideline and out of bounds at the 50. Made the catch in front of Tramon Williams for a gain of 31.
This ball had no business being caught by Keenan Allen, except for the fact that it was thrown perfectly by Phillip. Look at how great that coverage was by Williams.
It was actually Desir on the coverage, who's starting for Joe Hayden. As we mentioned earlier, Hayden out with a finger injury.
Well, Desir could not have defended it any better, but you're dealing with a guy that's a pretty good thrower of the football in Phillip Rivers.
1st and 10 from midfield. Play action. Rivers fires, and it's incomplete. Stevie Johnson, the intended target. And it was Batamosi on the coverage for Cleveland this time.
Yeah, these first series after halftime, you always get an idea as you see Stevie Johnson come up and run the dig route. It's a nice route. That throws a little behind, but these first series after halftime always gives you an idea of what the coaching staff thought of what their opponent was doing against him. Phillip Rivers coming out, and of course the Chargers still sticking with that spread offense so that they can get a more simplified front from that Cleveland defense.
Screen pass to Woodhead, and Woodhead slips 1 tackle and picks up a couple on the play.
Christian Kirksey is absolutely amazed that he didn't make that tackle. Danny Woodhead, so short, only 5'8" at most, and he just slid right underneath Kirksey's armpit. He just kind of ducks underneath right here. Once Kirksey comes over to take his head off, he just says, nope, you're not low enough, my man. Picks up another 3 or 4 yards.
Well, it's 3rd down and 8 for San Diego. They were 1 of 6 in the first half on 3rd downs. And there's movement and a flag down, and this is going against the Chargers.
Ball start. Offense number 13. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
That goes against Keenan Allen.
Yeah, both receivers flinched on the hard count by their quarterback, and it's going to set them back 5 yards. And Well, you can't miss it. You see both those guys lean forward.
So now 3rd and 13 for San Diego.
We're space 99, and then, no, 99's down, and then we're rocking, okay? 99, 58, fan Ricky. Delta! Done!
Kruger coming with pressure. Rivers gets rid of it, and it's incomplete, but there's the flags. It was Batamosi on the coverage. Pass intended for Keenan Allen. And another Cleveland penalty will give San Diego a first down.
Yeah, Keenan Allen and Philip Rivers knew that he was going to throw this ball short, and he had faith in Allen that he was going to be able to adjust to it, and the defender wouldn't let it happen. And now they're having, I don't know what the conversation's about, because it looked obvious from our vantage point that Batamosi grabbed him and wouldn't let him come back to the football, and that's why he actually ended up sitting down on that play. And now he's coming off with a limp. Is Stevie Johnson.
And that's big for the Chargers.
Prior to the pass interference, personal foul, face mask, defense number 24. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, defense number 24. Spot foul, automatic first down.
Tough play for Batamosi, but keep an eye on that Stevie Johnson injury, because San Diego only dressed 4 wide receivers today, and Malcolm Floyd went out in the first half with a concussion. Now you see Johnson pull up lame on that route.
And that does not look good. We hate to speculate on an injury, but that looks like a hamstring issue right there. And we all know how significant that can be with a wide receiver or defensive back. They can ill afford to lose another receiver. You're 100% right, Andrew.
So right now in the game, just 2 wide receivers. Gordon spins, and Gordon is brought down. Dante Whitner with another tackle in the backfield. Going back to that penalty on Batamosi, 4th time that a Cleveland penalty has given San Diego a first down.
Just great pursuit on defense right there. Relentless up front, not giving Melvin Gordon anywhere to go with that football. Very active front 4 in that play for the Cleveland Browns.
Loss of 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 13. Ladarius Green, the tight end, is lined up in the slot. And again, movement on the line. And a false start against San Diego.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's on Chris Hairston, his first start at left tackle since 2012.
Well, certainly the Cleveland Browns aren't helping themselves with penalties, and the Chargers are returning the favor.
Starting for the injured King Dunlap, who's out with a concussion. San Diego missing 3/5 of its starting offensive line today. So following the penalty, it's 2nd down and 18.
Delta! Done!
Rivers looking for Inman, incomplete. And Steve Berline, how does only having 2 healthy receivers change things for Philip Rivers? Obviously, they have 3 tight ends up. Woodhead's out of the backfield a lot, but only 2 healthy wide receivers right now.
Yeah, it changes things up for Frank Reich, the offensive coordinator, and Philip Rivers. You're very limited in the packages you can go to now. You got to stay more conservative, or you got to get your tight ends more involved, and we know they're missing Antonio Gates as well, so your creativity is pressed to its fullest at this point.
That was Frank Reich's 2nd year as offensive coordinator of San Diego. 3rd down and 18. Rivers to Allen, and Batamosi immediately makes the tackle at the 40. And Mike McCoy is sending out his punter, Mike Cyphers.
A good job by Batamosi, just letting Keenan Allen have that short catch and making the sure tackle. That's the mentality in that situation. 3rd and 15 plus is just let him have the easy catch, get him on the ground.
4th punt for Cyphers. He averaged 39 yards in the first half, also had 1 shank. Benjamin back deep at the 10-yard line for Cleveland. Cyphers trying to angle this one. It goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So Cleveland will be backed up, but there is we're back in a moment.
Aruba, Jamaica. Now we can actually take it.
To Costa Rica, Bahamas.
Come on, pretty mama.
Belize, Puerto Rico. People, why don't we go down to Mexico?
We'll get there fast and you can take it slow.
Anywhere you want to go.
All the way down to Dominican Republic.
Nice hit.
Southwest is bringing our low fares to tropical destinations. Book now at southwest.com.
A better network as explained by J.J. Watt chopping wood in the middle of the forest. Verizon has the largest 4G LTE network. What does that mean? Well, pretend J.J. Watt is your signal. It means even out here, way out here, you'll find your signal working hard. Really, really hard. Because that's what a strong network does. That and play football. Watch live, local, and primetime games on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
Some people will do anything to get you to watch TV's #1 new comedy, Life in Pieces.
Is this some kind of bribe? I don't know. Do you want it to be a bribe?
CBS this Monday.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Tonight, Week 4 continues with Sunday Night Football on NBC, and tomorrow with Monday Night Football on ESPN, and then Week 5 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network, the Colts and the Texans. A little confusion going to break there on the spot of that football and the punt. It looked like it went out of bounds close to the 11-yard line, but an extra 5 yards given to the Browns.
Yeah, the ball, the referee, obviously the one on the sideline, the one deep down in the corner is looking at the head official who's got the line where that ball crossed the sideline. Looked like it was more closer to the 10-yard line, but actually they spotted it up at the 17.
So that's where Cleveland will start with its first drive of the second half. How about the balance for the Browns today? Hasn't been much balance. 8 runs, 26 passes. They go to the ground here with Crowell up the middle across the 20. And Crowell to the 24-yard line.
And I brought the balance up at halftime, and they're built for that. They've got to get their running game more involved. They don't really need Josh McCown to be a guy who plays the same role as a Phillips Rivers for the Chargers. I mean, McCown needs to hand the football off. Now, they got their running backs involved in the first half, but they only had, between the top 2 running backs, only 8 rushes between them. They need to hand it off more to be successful.
2 straight run plays. Crowell again trying to fight for extra yardage, but he's tackled for a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and short for the Browns.
Great pursuit by Manti Te'o, the San Diego Chargers defense there. But you're 100% right, Steve Tasker. There's nothing that Mike Pettin would like more than to get this physical running game going. This is the same exact play that Isaiah Crowell popped the big one earlier in the ball game for about a 35 or 40-yard gain right there, defended much better by the San Diego Chargers defense.
Cleveland just 2 for 8 on 3rd downs today. Faced with 3rd and 3. McCown complete to Hawkins for a first down. Andrew Hawkins cuts it back at the 40 and steps out at the 43-yard line. Great awareness by McCown to see that Hawkins was open and complete the pass.
This sure was a great job by McCown. Coming free off the edge was number 51, Kyle Emanuel, but Josh McCown knew exactly where Hawkins was, got rid of that football. San Diego came with an all-out blitz, but McCown finds a way to beat him.
Yeah, he showed great poise as we have a Brown injured.
That's Duke Johnson, who's still down.
It's got to be frustrating.
Browns medical staff attending to the rookie Johnson will be back after this.
I've won over $29,000 on FanDuel. Nothing special about me. The difference is that I played and they didn't.
Over 1.1 million people have won money playing 1 week fantasy football on FanDuel.
If you think it can't be you, it can be you.
Choose a league, pick your team, and win. Leagues start from $1 and there's no season-long commitment.
Every week I can beat my buddies on FanDuel. Every single week I can win money on FanDuel.
Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code SKILL.
Hold the phone, because AT&T and DirecTV are now one.
which means you can access your DVR at the DMV. Change channels while he changes pants. You don't have to be a couch potato. You can be a train potato. And let them watch all the shows they love inside the ride that you really kind of hate. Introducing the all-in-one plan, only from DirecTV and AT&T.
Let your Camry show you that your driveway isn't just connected to your street, but to the ends of the earth. From coastal highways to roller coaster hills, to the street that changed music forever, and the perfect route for a getaway. It's all one road, waiting for you to take it. Discover more in a Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. FanDuel, the leader in one-week fantasy football. And by Bud Light. Make the right call. Drink responsibly.
Back in San Diego, Duke Johnson was able to walk off under his own power. He's being attended to on the Cleveland sideline. Crowell in at running back on 1st and 10, and a false start against the Browns.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Here's what happened on the injury to Duke Johnson. It was actually the quarterback, McCown, that rolled into him.
Well, Emmanuel's going to hit McCown. They're both going to drop down, and Duke Johnson, you see right there, he gets caught under the pileup. He did walk off under his own power, but we have to wait, see if he's able to continue in this game.
9 penalties, 71 yards against the Browns. This makes it 1st and 15. McCown swings it to Crowell, and nothing doing on that play. Melvin Ingram makes the tackle.
Well, I put this squarely on Josh McCown right here. You know, it's man coverage. If you're going to throw the swing route to your running back out to the left side, you better be pretty clear that there's some smooth sailing out there. Actually, Ingram had dropped into space out there. It wasn't man-to-man coverage, but he was breaking on that throw before it even left Josh McCown's hand. Very dangerous throw. You put your running back in a precarious situation.
Loss of 5. It's starting to drizzle in San Diego, which doesn't happen very often. 8:50 to go, third quarter. Play action, McCown slings it to Crowell at the 35, takes it outside, and Crowell into San Diego territory, still going, down the sideline, Crowell inside the 20, and finally tackled close to the 15 by Jimmy Wilson. A gain of 47, and some poor tackling by the Chargers.
Well, Brandon Flowers gave a half an effort at the end of this, right, that what sent him up the sidelines. And Crowell's going to catch this. And when he turns up, he should be out of bounds right here where Brandon Flowers hits him, and he just doesn't give a full enough effort to get him out of bounds. Great job by Crowell.
Officially a 53-yard gain. That's the longest catch of Crowell's career. And hand it off to Drone inside. And Drone trying to push that pile. That's his first carry today.
On that note, that last play, though, Josh McCown has had a lot of success on those check down routes today. And we know very well one of the key focuses, Eric Weddle told us, Manti Te'o told us in their meetings on Friday, tackling was poor last week against Adrian Peterson and the Minnesota Vikings. Right there, another example. That was a 30-plus yard difference between where Flowers should have knocked him out of bounds and where he ended up.
So a good sign there. Duke Johnson has the helmet back on. So we'll see if he comes in. It's 2nd down and 4. 7th play of the drive. McCown to Drone. And Manti Te'o is there to make the tackle. Drone was listed as questionable with a back injury today. This is the first time we've seen him. He's their normal kick returner, but it was Justin Gilbert so far.
Both these teams came into this game 1 and 2. A big reason they were in 1 and 2, as you see Duke Johnson come back onto the field, was missed tackling. Both teams lamented their inability to tackle well. And if you watch the best defenses in the NFL play, that's one of their characteristics. the first defender to the ball makes the tackle. These two teams have struggled in that department.
Josh McCown has a 22% completion percentage in the red zone this year. That's worst in the NFL. Completes this one. And Johnson trying to spin away, and not much doing there for Cleveland. They're going to have to send out the field goal unit.
Well, this play is going to start Joel Bitonio and Alex Mack are going to get out in front of this running back. Both of them whiff on the block. They both missed the block in space. Otherwise, that has a chance to go in. But both the offensive linemen going out to run interference completely whiffed on the defender.
Coons is 2 for 2 today. This is from 33 yards away to give Cleveland the lead. Kick on the way, and Coons knocks it through. So a good drive by the Browns, but they can't find the end zone. Here in the third quarter, Cleveland has taken a 3-point lead on San Diego.
There's only one way to get a gold PS4. And that is not it. Grab a Quesarito or Volcano Quesarito Big Box for your chance to win a limited edition gold PS4 bundle only at Taco Bell.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
Your journey isn't about a single destination. It's about everything your Corolla can reveal to you along the way. The surprises you find 200 feet in front of you, and all the stories hidden up ahead. There are endless destinations waiting for you to find them. Discover more in a Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
CBS this Monday.
Serial killer, sadism, torture, multiple counts.
He looks like a psycho. To break a case.
I'm in prison about to be killed.
This genius will go undercover.
I'd like to teach you a lesson, punk.
And way over his head.
That was hard to watch.
New Scorpion, CBS this Monday, 9/8 Central.
Saturday, the SEC on CBS puts on the best game from the best conference as the Bulldogs battle the Volunteers. The hoopla begins with college football today. Georgia will be trying to bounce back after the loss yesterday to Alabama. As we check in with Scott Kaplan.
Andrew, when the Chargers come back out onto the field, who knows if they're going to have Stevie Johnson at this point right now. He's been working on his right hamstring. The trainer put ice on it and then wrapped it with an ace bandage. He's taking it off. He's trying to stretch. He's trying to massage it out. But his return at this point is questionable, and he's just now taking a seat on the bench.
That doesn't look too good either.
That's not good body language.
Chargers fans have to be thinking, where are all these injuries coming from? Just decimated on the offensive line. They lose 2 receivers today. They lost a bunch of corners last week. Jason Verrett did not play today. They just cannot avoid the injury bug. Oliver trying to avoid Cleveland tacklers and finally brought down at the 18-yard line. 5:49 to go third quarter. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Let your Camry show you that your driveway isn't just connected to your street, but to the ends of the earth. From coastal highways to roller coaster hills, to the street that changed music forever, and the perfect route for a getaway. It's all one road, waiting for you to take it. Discover more in a Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Thank you for calling Dish. This is Jill.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I heard I can lock in my price if I switch to Dish.
Yep, it's just $49.99 every month for 2 years. And you get 190 channels.
So my price won't go up? How do you do that?
How do we do it? Dish is how we do it. It's the Dish 2-year TV price lock. $49.99 every month for 2 years. You get Netflix or NFL Red Zone from NFL Network included for 1 year.
Oh, yeah. Lock me in, Jill.
Call 1-800-DISH-LOCK or visit dish.com.
That's a first-rate queso dip. Haven't been this lost in years.
Recalculating shortest route.
Do I really look like this?
and put it on top.
Never seen this one before.
Chicken parm, you taste so good.
I like it.
Criminal Minds, new episode CBS Wednesday, 9/8 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Sheraton, where actions speak louder. And by Toyota. Let's go places.
Browns lead 16-13. Josh McCown has thrown for 272 yards already in this game. Crowell with 43 yards rushing. A quiet day so far for Melvin Gordon, and Keenan Allen has been the main target for Philip Rivers. They start on the ground with Gordon with 5:45 to go third quarter. Meter makes the tackle. Well, the injuries continue to pile up for the Chargers. They just cannot dodge the injury bug. And you take a look here, started without their left side of their offensive line and their center. And then in the game, Malcolm Floyd out with a concussion, and Stevie Johnson being evaluated for a hamstring injury. He's still on the bench for this series. As Rivers finds Woodhead with room to run. Danny Woodhead, first down and more. Turning on the Jets. Woodhead at the 30. Danny Woodhead finally tackled inside the 20. A gain of 62 for Danny Woodhead.
Now, there aren't many guys who can do this. He is so small, but he's got such a great feel of how to squeeze. Watch, he's going to just feed his way through here very late when everybody else has dropped out, and actually the pressure in Philip Rivers. And you see Woodhead just scoot out underneath everybody, and then he gets the ball in the open field, and he has such incredible instinct with that football in his hands. He's such a dangerous weapon offensively.
The longest catch of Danny Woodhead's career. And now there is an injured Brown down on the field. It's Tashawn Gibson, who was questionable today with a groin injury. We're back in a moment.
Your journey isn't about a single destination. It's about everything your Corolla can reveal to you along the way. The surprises you find 200 feet in front of you, and all the stories hidden up ahead. There are endless destinations waiting for you to find them. Discover more in a Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
Actions. They speak louder. We like that. Not just because we're doers, because we're changing. Big things, small things, spur of the moment things. Changes you'll notice wherever you are in the world. Sheraton.
This Monday, TV's #1 comedy is all new.
I was thinking about changing my wardrobe.
Your sweater, your glasses, your hair, your
shoes. Now that's something to get carried away over.
Unpaired me. This is ridiculous. I told you to put tape on his mouth, and I told you he bit me.
A new Big Bang Theory.
I'm getting too old for this crud.
CBS this Monday.
Tonight on CBS, Téa Leoni returns with special guest star Morgan Freeman on the powerful season premiere of the hit drama Madam Secretary. Tonight after 60 Minutes, only CBS. Tashawn Gibson being evaluated on the Browns sideline. He's questionable to play today with a groin injury, and as we take a look.
Well, you'll see right there, his ankle is caught under the hip of his teammate on the tackle of Woodhead. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often with those defenders piling on each other like that.
That was Philip Rivers' longest completion since 2012. A 61-yarder to Woodhead. It puts San Diego in the red zone. They trail by 3.
Cleveland's coming with pressure here.
Here comes the pressure. Rivers gets rid of it. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Ladarius Green. What a job by Rivers to get rid of that with pressure coming in his face. And San Diego goes back up top, the 5th lead change of the day.
Well, the Cleveland Browns caught a break because the Chargers couldn't go spread and make them show their front. So the Cleveland Browns can do what they did early that had so much success. They got a free runner at Rivers, but on this play, Rivers puts the rainbow up, and it's perfect to Ladarius Green. You can see why the Browns had such early success. When they get in there and can pack that front, they really confuse that offensive line. They did it there, and it worked, but not well enough.
Second touchdown this season for Ladarius Green. Lambo's extra point is good. So with only 2 wide receivers, Philip Rivers went to Woodhead for 61, and his tight end Ladarius Green for the touchdown, and it's a 4-point Chargers lead.
It's going to be interesting because now the Chargers, they've simplified that front of the Browns with the wide receivers splitting out. Well, they don't have any more wide receivers to put in the game, so they had to bring in 2 tight ends and run different personnel packages, and that's limited what they can do.
Well, Ladarius Green, you see the intensity of Philip Rivers there. One of his strongest assets is his energy, his enthusiasm, his passion for the game, but he also knew he has a 6'6" tight end who's pretty darn athletic in Ladarius Green, who was one-on-one on a safety who was maybe 6 feet tall. That's a good matchup. You're going to take a chance at that every time, and he got it done.
And the Browns did a nice job, too, because the safety got there to help out, but he couldn't get there in time. Rivers put that ball in. Receivers love it when a quarterback puts it up there in a spot where they can go up and get it, particularly when you've got a mismatch with a tall receiver on a small defender. And Rivers put that out ahead of him, let him run underneath it, go up and high point it. Perfect throw and a great job by Green to go up and get it.
Lambo kicks it away. Gilbert returning kicks today, and that one goes through the end zone for a touchback. Next Sunday, the NFL on CBS puts on doubleheader excitement. First, the Rams rumble with the Packers, while the Bills battle the Titans. And then the Patriots and Cowboys square off. Check local listings, and it all starts with the team that will take you to Super Bowl 50. JB, Tony, Bart, Coach, and Boomer on the NFL Today. So Cleveland starts this drive at the 21st and 10, and Brandon Flowers is not out there for the Chargers. The cornerback had to go to the locker room a short time ago, has not come back out. So another Charger being evaluated for injury, and that pass is incomplete. It was Patrick Robinson on the coverage for the pass intended for Benjamin.
I think with the situation with the Chargers secondary, I think the key thing for the Browns now is protect McCown so he has time to find these receivers. These small, fast receivers are going to have some ability to get some separation in the secondary if he gives them time to work those routes, but they've got to protect McCown to get it done.
Robinson and Williams are the corners right now for the Chargers. The give is to Crowell, and he can't push his way through the right side of that offensive line. It's 3rd down. Teo on the tackle.
Steve Williams is in at cornerback, the 3rd-year man out of Cal. He was a 5th-round draft pick back in 2013, but you go down the list, and he was not the top guy on the list coming into today. All of a sudden, they're out without Verrett, they're without a die.
And you just saw Stevie Johnson go to the locker room. Cleveland is 3 for 10 on 3rd downs. It's 3rd and 8. McCown fires incomplete. Benjamin the intended target, and it was Steve Williams on the coverage for San Diego. They force a punt. 3rd 3 and out today for the Cleveland offense.
And it couldn't have come at a much worse time. Philip Rivers and the Charger offense are getting a little bit of momentum. They needed to get some first downs there. And I'm surprised they couldn't take advantage of a depleted Charger secondary.
Are you surprised that Keenan Allen is returning this punt? He is one of only 2 healthy Chargers wide receivers right now. Is it too much of a risk to put him back there?
Well, if you don't put him back there, you got to put Danny Woodhead. He's the backup return man right now, and I think Mike McCoy is probably just saying we just got to have the most sure hands possible back there. And he's probably telling Keenan Allen, especially now, do not return this ball. Just catch it, and we'll roll the dice and play from there.
And that's what he did right there. A fair catch after a punt of 57 yards by Andy Lee, who's having a great start to this season for the Browns, acquired in a trade from San Francisco in the offseason. So once again, it's Inman and Allen as the wide receivers for San Diego. Stevie Johnson into the locker room with a hamstring injury, and Malcolm Floyd went out earlier with a concussion. Melvin Gordon on first down and maybe gets a couple. Tremont Williams forces him out of bounds. Let's go back and take a look at that last drive by the Chargers. The big play to Woodhead certainly is what got them kick-started.
Yeah, you started with Melvin Gordon not getting much on first down, but you saw the little floater from Philip Rivers right there to Danny Woodhead. That was the big 60-plus yard gainer that set up the touchdown pass. Philip Rivers to Ladarius Green under pressure. Very well executed on that third down play to Woodhead and a touchdown pass to Green.
This quarter, Rivers is 5 of 7 for 118 yards and a touchdown. There's 3 on the play clock. And it expires. Rivers didn't see it, and a delay of game.
It's going to be offsides, I believe.
No. Delay game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Offense number 17. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
You saw the Browns jump across the line, but they all had their eyes on the play clock behind Rivers. So they were watching the play clock back here. They see it go to 0, and they go. Knowing that the Browns have got to snap it, and they were trying to get a jump on it, knowing they would not be offsides or it would be a penalty on the Chargers, and they got it right.
Don't see that very often from Philip Rivers, who has so much control at that line of scrimmage pre-snap. Second down and 14. Final 2.5 minutes of the third quarter. Gordon lined up as a wide receiver, makes the catch, fighting his way for extra yards. Kirksey finally takes him down.
This is one of the things we saw with the injuries that have happened to the Chargers wide receivers. Now they've got 2 tight ends in the game. They've got John Phillips and Ladarius Green in the game playing, so their personnel package is one that they're very limited in how much they can spread the field. They're trying to do it now, as you see Phillips to the near side and Green to the outside. Those are 2 tight ends that are split out as slot receivers. They can't do it with wideouts anymore, and that changes the philosophy of the game plan.
San Diego 1 for 7 on third downs. It's 3rd and 11. Rivers fires. Inman makes the catch. And that's good for a San Diego first down. A late flag comes in. There was a lot of contact on the sideline. Bill Vinovich has been a busy man today.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense number 33. Take it out of bounds. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Another costly penalty against Mike Pettine's Browns. It goes against Jordan Poyer.
Super job. What you got to love about Philip Rivers is he's going to give his players a chance to win. That right there, Inman one-on-one on the outside. He makes a great catch, and there's the late hit out of bounds to the head. Not a very smart play by Poyer.
10 penalties against Cleveland, and San Diego now has the ball at midfield. It was 3rd and 11, and now they're all the way up to the 50 with 1:25 to go. 5th first down by a penalty today. That's been given to San Diego. Ball came out late, but Gordon was down. Penalties have been a big story in the NFL this year. Through 3 weeks, there have been 730 accepted penalties, the highest total in NFL history.
In that play, the Browns doing an excellent job in the run defense. Getting a couple of free guys right at the point of attack, slipping in, had nowhere to go in that running play for no gain.
16 penalties accepted today. Inside 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Rivers underneath to Phillips, and that's incomplete. John Phillips, the seventh-year man out of Virginia, not able to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you can tell that Chargers are scrambling a little bit to try and find a package that lets them simplify the front for the Browns and then get enough production from guys who can get open. But you know, these tight ends in space are a lot easier for those defensive backs for the Browns to cover up. And Rivers has still got to get rid of the football on time because the Browns are getting some pressure, even though they haven't got that many sacks.
3 on the play clock, 3rd down and 10. Rivers calls timeout. This time he saw the play clock winding down, and that's the first time out of the half by either team. 41 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Rivers also saw a look he probably didn't feel very good about. Again, Cleveland coming up with everybody up on the line of scrimmage, no safeties back deep, and he didn't feel like he had a chance to protect it up safe enough. A wise timeout by the experienced Rivers.
Tell you what, Christian Kirksey for the Browns has been very active today defensively for the Browns. He was on the coverage on that last play by John Phillips. He's had a couple of nice tackles. Christian Kirksey really emerging in just his 2nd year out of Iowa. Let's see if the Browns defense can come up with a stop here on 3rd down and 10. Sun now shining in San Diego. Rivers out of the gun.
Hey, listen, we're going deep. It's in to go. Let it, Ricky. Ricky. Delta. Sutton.
Rivers in trouble, and Rivers goes down. Jamie Meter with the sack for the Browns, and the Browns defense forces a San Diego punt.
Yeah, and they fooled Phillip Rivers on this with their front. Mike McCoy told us Friday that Mike Pettin is very creative on 3rd down. They drop everybody out on the left, throw everybody up on the right, and they get in for the sack. That was a great job by the defensive front of the Browns, fooling Phillip Rivers into the sack.
It was Xavier Cooper with his first NFL sack. Benjamin fields the punt. No time left in the 3rd quarter. Benjamin has some room. Travis Benjamin is tackled at the 38-yard line. He nearly broke it. A 32-yard return, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Chargers lead 20-16. We'll return to San Diego after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Monday, don't miss TV's #1 new comedy.
I cannot believe you are getting a night away.
I'm going to jail.
New Life in Pieces Monday.
Monday on Colbert, it's Senator John McCain, and Tuesday, former President Bill Clinton.
This is the fantasy football season that could change it all. DraftKings.com is the one-week fantasy football destination. Compete whenever you want with a new season every week. Try it free. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up another win. Get free entry with promo code TURF in our championship event this Sunday. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Get to DraftKings.com.
If there's one thing the human foot has always been good at, it's unleashing great power. The IS Performance line just got a power boost. Introducing the Lexus IS 200 Turbo and IS 300 all-wheel drive V6. The IS line has never been more powerful. Once driven, there's no going back.
When StubHub tells Alan there are 2 tickets in his favorite section at his set price, Alan says,
Booyah!
Hey, you can't have your fan out in here.
Playoffs. You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Start of the fourth quarter. It's been a seesaw battle here in San Diego. 5 lead changes, 2 ties, and right now the Chargers have a 20-16 lead. Both these teams 1-2, trying to avoid a 1-3 start. And after the punt return by Travis Benjamin, Cleveland will start the quarter with the ball at their own 38-yard line. With Steve Berline, Steve Tasker, and Scott Kaplan, I'm Andrew Catalan. Our entire NFL on CBS crew, we thank you for joining us here in San Diego. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Crowell trying the right side, finds a hole, and gets up to the 44-yard line as we check in with Scott Kaplan.
Andrew, injury updates from the Cleveland sideline. Duke Johnson expected to return to this game with a left ankle. They retaped it. Defensively, to Sean Gibson, a defensive back, also had a left ankle retaped. His return is questionable. Brandon Flowers still not out of the San Diego locker room, but remember, he missed the game last week against Minnesota with a knee, and he was a very late scratch.
All right, Scott, once again, it's Robinson and Williams at corner for San Diego. Crowell again, and he runs right into Kendall Reyes. It'll be 3rd down for the Browns.
Yeah, the Chargers had the right run stunt on right there. They actually blitzed right into the strength of that run. Met him at the line of scrimmage. Now you're looking at a 3rd and 4. You'll see the activity on the inside linebackers coming up the gap. And Manti Te'o and Kendall Reyes were right there to make the tackle.
Chance of defense from the fans here in San Diego. It's 3rd and 4. Pressure coming. McCown steps away, throws it up, and it's caught by Benjamin for a 1st down. What a play by Josh McCown. A gain of 16, and the Browns move the chains.
Well, Darius Philon had a chance to get to Josh McCown right there, right here on the outside. That's him hitting McCown. But what an incredibly athletic play by Josh McCown, moving backwards away from the throw and puts it right on the money to Travis Benjamin. That's a big-time throw and catch.
1st and 10 from the San Diego 40. It's Duke Johnson on the carry, and he's dragged down by Eric Weddle. Gain of 5 on the play. Got to give credit, though, to both of these teams' run defenses. Coming into the game, the Browns were last in the NFL. San Diego tied for the 4th worst rushing defense so far today. The Browns have rushed for 76 rushing yards, San Diego 59 rushing yards. So an improvement on both sides of the football in terms of the run defense.
Here's that same formation again with the 2 running backs on the outside. They hit a touchdown earlier in the ball game.
McCown to Duke Johnson. He's got the 1st down. Out of bounds inside the 30. What a day for Duke Johnson. That's his 9th catch of the game. He came in to the day with just 6 catches the entire season.
Well, he's had a lot of big plays today in the passing game. Right here, the big touchdown we just referred to early in the ball game. But what I like the best is what he does without the football. Look what he did to Manti Te'o right there. Here's another look at it. Protecting Josh McCown on a big play late in the 1st half. This is a tough guy who's not afraid to stick his nose in there.
Crowell back in at running back. And Crowell gets a couple on the play. Keep in mind, this is a Cleveland team that traded Terrence West to Tennessee before the season began, and they also picked up Robert Turbin off waivers when he was cut by the Seahawks in early September. He's still had a week or 2 away from trying to help out this Cleveland rushing attack. He's got a high ankle injury, but again, a nice little 1-2 punch developing with Crowell and Duke Johnson. McCown in trouble. He's sacked. Cherry Atachu. That's the 4th sack of the day for the Chargers.
Well, you're going to see Atachu coming off the right side. Right, he's coming right off of here, right side of Cleveland's offensive line. He comes untouched. And Josh McCown is assuming he's picked up by somebody, but not at all. That's about as sweet as it gets if you're a defensive lineman.
Chargers had 1 sack through the first 3 weeks. They have 4 today, and it makes it 3rd and 20. McCown fires over the middle. It's caught by Barnage. And he gets close to the 20. A gain of 16, which is 4 yards short of a first down. And here comes the kicker, Travis Coons.
That's huge. He gets him right into field goal range, gets him down inside the 25, and that's well within Coons' range. That's a great job. I mean, that's a pretty good series by Josh McCown. He took the bad sack, but that was a blown assignment up ahead of him. They had 5 blockers, 4 rushers, and they left a guy running free. It's a communication issue. But he did a nice job taking the sack that gave him a chance to put him in this field position to get the 3 points.
40-yard attempt for Coons. He's 3 for 3 today. And Coons now 4 for 4 right down the middle. And we've got a 1-point game in San Diego. Chargers lead, cut to 2019.
There's people that helped me get to where I'm at today. Rod Smith really showed me the right way and sat me down and said, this is how you do things. You know, there's always people that you run across that's going to be a part of your story.
You are watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50.
Your weekend starts when the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans square off on Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network. Josh McCown has thrown for 311 yards. It's the 11th time in his career that he's thrown for more than 300 yards in a game. But how about this? He's 2-8 when he throws for 300 yards. See if he can get it going in the right direction now. His team trails by 1 inside 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Brandon Oliver back deep to receive the kickoff of Travis Coons, who's had a big day for the Browns, 4 for 4 on field goals. Oliver's going to take this one out from 3 yards deep. Oliver at the 20, and Oliver tackled at the 25-yard line. Philip Rivers in the San Diego offense coming back on the field. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Pizza Hut has made pizza and breadsticks even more awesome because now they're together as one. And with these 2 amazing dipping sauces, it got me thinking, everything is better together.
May have a few wrinkles to work out.
2 tons of flavor, 2 times the fun. Bring home the flavor with the Twisted Crust Pizza and 2 dipping sauces. Add a 2-liter Pepsi for $1. Only at Pizza Hut.
How's the wife?
She's good. It's good.
All right, listen up. We all know that DirecTV's better at this whole TV thing. So to beat them, we're going to get bigger. We're going to merge with Cable World.
Cable World? I can't stand those guys.
They're totally incompetent.
That company stinks, and I mean they smell. I used to work there. I had to breathe through my mouth the whole time.
Shh. They're here.
This is going to be fun, firing everyone.
Get rid of cable and switch to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
TLX from Acura.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new 2015 Acura TLX. It's that kind of thrill. DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. And by Pizza Hut. Bring home the flavor, only at Pizza Hut.
Chargers lead 20-19 back in San Diego with Steve Berline, Steve Tasker, and Scott Kaplan. I'm Andrew Catalan. Our entire NFL on CBS crew. 9:51 to go in the 4th quarter. And San Diego will start this drive at its own 26-yard line. David Johnson goes in motion. And the give is to Melvin Gordon. Trying to get him going around the left side and up to the 30-yard line. We had a nice chat with Melvin Gordon on Friday, and Adrian Peterson, his idol, and they played against each other in Minnesota last week. And after the game, Gordon asked Adrian Peterson for his jersey. Peterson gave it to him, and Melvin Gordon told us he's going to frame that baby in his house.
And why not?
He got 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. The only 2 healthy receivers San Diego has. Allen and Inman. Rivers flushed out and throws it away. It'll be 3rd down for San Diego.
That was a coverage sack right there by the Cleveland Browns. Phillip Rivers had plenty of time to go through all of his options. You'll see no one's up in his face. He's looking down the field. All of a sudden, he gets a little pressure late from John Hughes III, but that was well after the fact that Phillip Rivers had scanned the whole field and found nowhere to go with the football.
3rd down and 6. San Diego just 2 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. Coming into the game, they were 8th in the NFL on 3rd downs, converting at 46%. Cleveland showing pressure. They bring it. Rivers steps up. He's hit, but completes it to Inman. 1st down and more. Dontrell Inman. It's a foot race. Inman at the 10, pushed down, and he is down at the 1-yard line. A 68-yard gain.
You want to see what makes Phillip Rivers great? He's got the guts to stand in there when he knows there's a play to be made. Look at the shot he takes as he lets go of this football. Right in the chest. He knew he was going to get hit, but he delivers a strike coming across the field. That was Poyer that hit him, and Inman takes this ball down the sideline. You got to be willing to stand in there and take a shot to make a big play. Phillip Rivers does it time and time again.
Dontrell Inman did not have a catch in the first 3 games, but because of injuries today, he's seen significant time. 3 catches, 88 yards, and now 1st and goal for San Diego. And before the play,
12 men, defense. After this is the goal, still 1st down.
They blow it dead, and another penalty against the Browns.
Yeah, that's a pre-snap unforced error.
Now keep in mind, Melvin Gordon has not scored a touchdown yet. It's been weighing on him. He said he's hungry to find the end zone. Let's see if they give it to him here on 1st and goal inside the 1. It's Gordon. Up the middle. Doesn't get there. Still without an NFL touchdown.
Well, that's Danny Shelton, the rookie 1st-round draft choice, number 71, inside along with all of his running mates. Big boys up there for the Cleveland Browns. Controlled that line of scrimmage on that play.
So it's 2nd and goal with 7.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Play action, wide open touchdown, John Phillips. The 4th touchdown of his career, and what a drive by Phillip Rivers and the Chargers.
It was the same exact formation they lined up with the run up the middle of Melvin Gordon the play before. They sold everything exactly the same way except the tight end right here. John Phillips takes it right up inside. No one on Cleveland reads pass at all, but Phillips is sitting right there in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a great job of play calling. And Frank Reich, the offensive coordinator, he ran a play and then ran the same play with a wrinkle right behind it. The first play, really, in case it doesn't get in, you've got a wrinkle to run. They sell completely out to stop it the 2nd time in a row, and it's not the same play.
Phillips, the 7th-year man out of Virginia. And now here is Lambo for the extra point with 7:26 to go. Kick is good, but it's still a 1-possession game. Browns down by 8, but what a drive for Phillip Rivers. His 3rd touchdown of the day, and the Chargers lead 27-19.
Force One is missing. We lost all communication somewhere over the Pacific.
What could knock all that out?
Nothing, ma'am. We need an acting president.
Repeat after me.
I, Elizabeth Adams McCord, will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States.
Madam Secretary returns. CBS tonight.
Coming up after the game time permitting, the Subway postgame show. Join JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, and Coach Cower for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. It's all coming up on the Subway postgame show. A 5-play drive that only took 2 minutes and 31 seconds. The big play to Inman set up the Chargers on the doorstep. How about Philip Rivers? He has 2 pass plays today of at least 60 yards. He had 1 in his previous 40 games. That's 4-0. So a big play day for Philip Rivers and the Chargers offense. Rivers has thrown for 333 yards. Justin Gilbert is back deep to return the kickoff. He's going to take this one out from 5 yards deep. Gilbert at the 20, trying to get to the outside. He does at the 30 and out of bounds at the 32-yard line. NFL Today update back to New York. JB and Bart Scott.
Adrian Peterson was kept in check until...
Was, as in past tense. On 4th and 1, Adrian Peterson breaks the first ring of defense, and there's nobody to stop him on a 41-yard tear. Minnesota closes the gap, 17-20.
Vikings have the ball back. Peyton Manning has thrown a pick back to Andrew Catalan.
All right, guys, wearing a different jersey because the one last week he
gave away.
Gave to Melvin Gordon. 7:19 to go. Again, a 1-possession game. Cleveland trails by 8. Crowell up the middle. Isaiah Crowell with a nice burst for a gain of 7. 7:10 to go. Meanwhile, Brandon Flowers will not return for the Chargers. He's been ruled out with a concussion. So another injury for San Diego.
That happened on the long pass play down the sideline where Isaiah Crowell ran the ball down the sideline and Flowers tried to knock him out of bounds, stuck his head in there, came away with a concussion.
Chargers now have 3 guys that have that injury.
Quick pass, it's Gabriel, and that one will go for a first down. Taylor Gabriel, second-year man out of Abilene Christian. .6:30 to go. McCown has thrown for 315 yards today. Crowell again up the middle, following his center Alex Mack, and a big hit by the rookie Denzel Perryman.
That was full extension on that tackle. Perryman came, met him in the hole, and was able to shoot those hips and finish that tackle. Let's take a listen.
We spoke with Manti Te'o on Friday, and he said the 2 rookie linebackers, Perriman and Kyle Emanuel, have really given this San Diego linebacking core an edge and energy with that youth that they've brought. A big tackle there by Perriman. It's 2nd and 6. McCown has time. Fires over the middle. Caught by Benjamin. Slips a tackle. First down and more. Benjamin out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 18. Poor tackling by San Diego defensively.
Well, Ingram and Perriman both have a chance to break on Benjamin right here. There you're going to see both of them miss the tackle. They kind of take each other out of the play, and that lets the biggest playmaker for the Cleveland Browns in the open field down the sideline for a nice gain.
We spoke with Travis Benjamin last night, and he was telling us that in middle school, when he was growing up in Florida, he would chase rabbits through a sugarcane field. One day he got 20 rabbits. He'd bring them home and cook them. And he told that story to special teams coach Chris Tabor, who started calling him the Rabbit, and now everyone calls him the Rabbit. He certainly got the speed of a rabbit. As the Browns go back to the ground, a nice drive here for Cleveland. For those of you expecting to see 60 minutes, you are watching the NFL on CBS in the game between the Browns and Chargers. I'm Andrew Catalan with Steve Berline, Steve Tasker, and Scott Kaplan. Chargers lead 27-19. 60 minutes will be seen in its entirety immediately following this game, except on the West Coast, where it will be seen at its regularly scheduled time. 2nd down and 1 with 4:20 to go. Duke Johnson with a first down run for Cleveland.
It's interesting with Denzel Perryman playing linebacker for San Diego, tackling his teammate Duke Johnson. Both were at University of Miami last year. I think you get this point, you got to start thinking too. Cleveland Browns with less than 4 minutes, down by 8.
Taking a lot of time here, 3:40 to go. Play action, McCown, and that's caught. Short gain by Taylor Gabriel with 3.5 minutes to go. Perriman makes the tackle.
Yeah, great job by McCown to get that off. We've seen that so many times where the guy comes up the field and the quarterback throws it right into the outstretched arms and gets batted down. He had to pump fake it, which you can tell threw the pattern off and the timing off, and it didn't give Gabriel a chance to really make anybody miss.
Browns using a lot of time on this drive. 3:05 to go. It's 2nd and 7 from the 20. McCown lofts one up for Barnage. Juggling catch. Incomplete. They're saying he was out of bounds. Nearly an incredible play by Barnage.
Yeah, he couldn't pull it in. He double caught it, and when he caught it for the 2nd time, he landed out of bounds. Watch, he tips it to himself, still in the air. He's got 1 foot then. Well, that's very close. That's very close. Mike Pettin may want to throw the red flag. I think I would, yeah.
That's a good,
and he just did.
He does.
All he has to get is that elbow in with control or a knee before he comes down out of bounds. Very close.
It looks like the left elbow.
His knee's down. His knee's down. His knee was down before his elbow was. But that's going to be a catch.
The ball might have been bobbled though a little bit at the end.
This is going to be close. I think this is it's a catch in the backyard. It should be a catch here too.
Here's your egg McMuffin.
When you wake in the morning, I will kiss your face with a smile no one has ever seen. When you wake in the morning, I will kiss.
I'll see you at home.
And say it's you.
The Egg McMuffin, made with an egg cracked fresh in our kitchens and real butter. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Still haven't tried FanDuel's one-week fantasy football leagues? Over 1 million fans have already won money. Choose a league. They start at $1. Pick your team. Done. Winners get paid the next day and there's no season-long commitment. FanDuel pays out $75 million a week. Get off the sidelines and get some. Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Love it or your money back, guaranteed. Go to FanDuel.com, enter promo code TUCK. That's TUCK.
Don't miss a new episode of TV's #1 drama, NCIS, Tuesday. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by McDonald's, teaming up with the NFL like never before. And by Verizon. Watch live primetime games with NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
Mike Pettin has challenged the ruling of incomplete pass. As we go back to New York, our officiating expert, Mike Carey. And Mike, what did you see on this play?
I see very much what you do. The receiver bobbles the ball while he's in the air, but gains clear control, gets his knee down, then the elbow down in bounds, maintains control as he rolls around when he hits the ground. If I'm in the booth, I reverse this to a catch at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, Steve Berline and I are discussing it, and I'm with you, Mike, but he thinks as he rolls over on his back, he loses it as he turns over on his back right here. One hand comes off, but I still think his right hand has control of that football.
I'm with you, Steve. Well, with two Steves.
Yeah, but you're killing me.
The ball, his hand comes off, but the other hand still remains firm on the ball.
After reviewing the play, the call on the field is reversed. The receiver had possession, and his left elbow was down inbounds at the half-yard line. First and goal at the half-yard line.
What a tremendous play by
Unbelievable.
Barnidge.
Mike Carey, thank you very much. First time this season Mike Pettin has won a challenge, and what a challenge it was. First and goal from the half-yard line.
Now Mike Pettin's fear, obviously if they score here they're going to go for two, but his fear is if they do tie the ball game, Phillip Rivers is going to have some time left on that clock.
First and goal for Cleveland. Duke Johnson on the carry up the middle. And he didn't get there. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
And I don't think he's going to, but with the Chargers 2 timeouts left.
Yeah. I think Mike McCoy needs to start thinking about it.
Yeah, he might start thinking about it, although with more than 2 minutes, if they do get it with it before the 2 minutes, you'd rather have the timeouts than the time.
Rivers watching. From the sideline, it's second and goal. McCown, quick pass. It's caught, touchdown. Fittingly, it's Barnidge. He made the big play on the catch, and now Mike Pettin will go for 2. Try to tie the game with 2:09 remaining. Cleveland has not attempted a 2-point conversion so far this year.
And they're bringing on all their small wide receivers. They're going to spread the Chargers out on this. This is a great throw. Barnidge squeezes it right on the goal line for the touchdown. But now the Browns bring on the small package. They go very light and very small at wide receiver. Barnidge is still in the game, and the 5 linemen.
That possibility here for Josh McCown. He is a very mobile quarterback as well. Always a possibility of a quarterback draw here in this situation.
Cleveland trying to tie the game.
And he's got a good look for the quarterback draw. Nobody in the middle of the field here if he can get through that first line of scrimmage.
McCown, quick pass, caught, and he's in. Taylor Gabriel ties the game at 27. There are a lot of Cleveland fans behind that Browns sideline, and they are going nuts. Mike Pettin throwing the challenge flag coming up big, and we are all knotted at 27.
And what a great job by every member of the Cleveland Browns offense, stepping up when they got a chance to make plays, from Josh McCown all the way through to Tyler Gabriel right there at the end. Taylor Gabriel. Gary Barnidge stepped up several times. Crowell, all of them made plays.
And there's a great challenge by Mike Pettin as well. He got a call down from the guys upstairs who saw the replay and said, yeah, we've got a chance at that. And it's well-executed drive all the way down the field. In fact, now as you look at it, they wish they'd have left less than 2:09 left on it for Phillip Rivers. But the Chargers now on the other side of the ball are thinking, hey, this is still our game. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. All we've got to do is get to the 35-yard line of the Browns to give ourselves a legitimate shot at it. That's what they're thinking.
Coming up after the game, time permitting, the Subway post-game show. Chargers have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Keep in mind, San Diego has a rookie kicker in Josh Lambo. His career long was set today at 46 yards. Oliver back deep to receive the kick. Oliver's going to take this one out. At the 20. And out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And he goes out with 2:03 remaining, so the Chargers will get the 2-minute warning. And then the 2 timeouts. Out comes Phillip Rivers.
And Phillip Rivers has 24 game-winning drives in his career, trying to add to that total today. Plenty of time on the clock with 2 timeouts, as we discussed. And there aren't many people in the NFL you'd rank above Phillip Rivers in this exact situation.
But he's doing it with a depleted offensive line and a depleted receiving core.
Hands this one off to Woodhead. Gets around Randy Starks and tackled at the 32-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. All tied up in San Diego.
The moment's arrived. The best iPhone ever is here. And you're all like... And then you remember there's Verizon, which is great because if you're going to get the best iPhone, wouldn't you want to have the best network? Kind of makes you want to jump for joy. Tell all your friends and family. Even throw a party. Get up to $400 when you switch to Verizon and trade up to the iPhone 6S. And now you can upgrade to a new iPhone every year without the wait. So you'll always have the best iPhone on the best network.
Pennzoil has taken synthetic motor oil performance to a whole new level. Make the switch at pennzoilsynthetics.com for special offers.
Yeah, I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you. When you're dead and in your grave, no more women will you crave. I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you.
Levi's, for every original.
They look like they're from the future, but they're riding on our roads right now.
No hands, no feet, cars in charge.
Driverless cars on 60 Minutes tonight.
Monday on Colbert, Senator John McCain. Then Tuesday, don't miss former President Bill Clinton. And Friday, Stephen welcomes the Late Late Show's James Corden, only CBS.
Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and driverless cars, followed by the season premieres of Madam Secretary, The Good Wife, and CSI Cyber, only CBS. 1:57 to go, and you see the goalpost there. The wind is calm. There was a storm front that came through earlier this morning. It's moved out, but should not be a factor for the rookie kicker Josh Lambo if he's given a chance. 2nd and 5 for San Diego. They have 2 timeouts remaining from their own 32-yard line. Rivers sings one to Green with room to run. Ladarius Green up to the 48-yard line and a San Diego first down, a gain of 17.
Well, San Diego got lucky right there. They could have very easily called John Phillips for a pick underneath. That's what sprung Ladarius Green. San Diego got away with it.
No huddle offense for the Chargers. Time ticking as we approach 90 seconds to go. Rivers fires sideline to Keenan Allen, and he makes the catch at the 43-yard line. Short of a first down, time continues to tick.
They've got plenty of time. This is obviously 4-down territory. No need to hurry. They can run the football even if they so desire.
They do it here with Woodhead up the middle. Danny Woodhead tripped up at the 25, but San Diego moves into field goal territory. A gain of 19. And Mike Pettin now wisely uses a timeout, as he knows that San Diego is in field goal range. He's trying to preserve any time that he can get to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, the Cleveland Brown defense saved its worst series of the day for the final one here. Mike Pettin doing the right thing, calling the quick timeout to conserve time. But right now, the Chargers now, you can bet they're going to pull in the sails and they're going to run the football here.
Danny Woodhead has 10 touches for 134 yards today. He was with the Jets when Mike Pettin was an assistant on the Jets staff, and Pettin told us last night that Danny Woodhead is a matchup nightmare. And unfortunately, that nightmare has come true for Mike Pettin today, as Woodhead is averaging over 13 yards per touch. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, we will not see the ball put in the air again, I don't think, by the San Diego Chargers at this point.
Woodhead on the ground, gets a couple. Mike Pettin immediately calls timeout. He has 1 left. 43 seconds remain. What a game we've had today. 5 lead changes, 3 ties, including right now Rivers to Keenan Allen for the first touchdown of the day, but Josh McCown's had a big day as well. Duke Johnson, his first NFL touchdown. Ladarius Green going up to make that play. And Rivers, his 3rd touchdown of the day to John Phillips. But Cleveland comes back. McCown, the touchdown to Barnage after his incredible catch, and the 2-point conversion good to tie things up at 27. Total yards almost even. What a game today here in San Diego.
There's a huge difference between 1 and 3 and 2 and 2. Both these teams know that.
Woodhead, not much doing. Mike Pettin calls his final timeout. 37 seconds remain.
What looked to me the most dire of circumstances today for the Chargers. They got 3 of their 5 offensive linemen out of this game. They lose 2 of their top receivers during the game. Their 2 corners are not 100%. Verrett, not their, and Adai, the safety, both of those guys are out of this game.
But you got to take your hat off to the offensive line. I mean, there was a little bit of concern, I'm sure, early in this ball game from Phillip Rivers and Mike McCoy and Frank Reich about whether these guys are going to hold up. Well, they found their rhythm, and they've played very, very well, especially considering the circumstances.
Yeah, they looked bad for them early, but they found their rhythm. The offensive coaches spread the defense out for the Browns, gave them a chance to get their bearings and pick out who was rushing, and done a great job.
So San Diego will just take a knee. They can run the clock all the way down to 3 seconds and call timeout to set up a game-winning kick for Josh Lambo. Letting the time run down, and Lambo is a really unique story. He's a rookie out of Texas A&M. He beat out Nick Novak in training camp, the longtime kicker here in San Diego. But prior to college, he played professional soccer. He was a goalie in the MLS for the team in Dallas. He spent 4 years as a pro soccer player. Went back to Texas A&M, not drafted, came to San Diego to battle Nick Novak, wins the job, and now can win the game for the San Diego Chargers. He's 2 for 2 today. And Cleveland, without a timeout remaining, will not be able to ice Lambo. This will be from 39 yards. The holder is the punter, Mike Cypress. The long snapper is Mike Wint. Josh Lambo for the win. And the kick is no good! But there's a flag down. A flag is down at the 22-yard line.
Cleveland was offsides.
Offside. Defense number 22.
You cannot make this stuff up. Mike Pettin saying, "Are you kidding me?"
Tramon Williams called for jumping.
Well, he did. He went early.
Wow.
The 12th penalty of the day against the Cleveland Browns, easily the most costly one. So Lambo will get another kick. This time from 34 yards. Kick on the way, and it's good! Josh Lambo gives the Chargers the win. Cleveland has seen a lot of heartbreaking losses over the years, and this one ranks right up there. A penalty on Tramon Williams gives Josh Lambo another attempt, and Lambo with redemption. Chargers go to 2-2. The Browns fall to 1-3.
Great snap, great hold, and the second time is true for Josh Lambo.
Mike McCoy couldn't even watch. And the reaction from the rookie Lambo. From professional soccer player to Chargers hero, and Josh McCown, who threw for 356 yards today, buries his head. McCown has lost 9 straight starts now as he shares a smile with Phillips Rivers.
But let me say this, Josh McCown has nothing to hang his head about. Played an absolutely Super Bowl game today.
Final score, San Diego 30, Cleveland 27. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, followed by the season premieres of Madam Secretary, The Good Wife, and CSI Cyber. For Scott Kaplan, Steve Berline, Steve Tasker, this is Andrew Catalan. So long from San Diego. You have been watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50.